Hello there, this is Icy Tooney here with another TF2 gameplay video. In this video I'm going to be playing as the scout here on Coldfront, and I'm going to actually be using the 3 new update weapons, which are the Sandman, the Fan, and the Bonk. I guess they're not really new weapons, but they did come out with the update. But yeah, I'm just rocking them here on Coldfront. Coldfront is a very good scout map, actually, as are most 5-point push maps. I'm actually a little bit late to mid, so I don't really have that speed advantage. That's because I was, I think, busy trying to start the recording of this demo before the round started, but oh well. I'm just trying to do some work here around the middle point, using as much terrain as I can, and when I see the opportunity, I'm going to try to Sandman that soldier. Finally able to kill him, but of course with the Fan you only have 2 shots in each clip, and that means you have to be very accurate with it. Actually, one of the items that has been really requested me to use, which I have been using right now, is the Bonk, and I can actually talk about this item a little bit. Of course, it does replace your pistol, and what it does, as you are about to see, is it turns you invulnerable for a few seconds. You can't shoot while you're doing this, but it actually has quite a few good uses for it. Right there, I was actually just using it to scout out the enemy. I wasn't really in trouble, even though I do die there to a huntsman arrow. I didn't really see him, but I wasn't really in too much trouble there, but I just used it to scout out the area, which is one good use for it. Another great use for the Bonk, of course, is if you are in trouble, like let's say you're backed into a corner and a sentry gun's around there or something, it's a great time to just bonk and get out of dodge, and it can save your life quite a few times. Another good use for it, which I don't think I really show you quite in this video, is actually to absorb damage for your teammates. Let's say Uber Heavy is coming onto your point. A good thing for you to do is just bonk and basically run in front of him. That was actually a pretty funny shot, though, on that medic there with the Sandman. Of course, crits will do about 45 damage. But yeah, the Bonk is actually a very versatile weapon. Of course, it's not really used too much for offensive purposes, but there's a few fun things that you can do with it. So yeah, I'm just kind of roaming around here on the second, third point. I was actually auto-balanced, so I'm on the red team now. I think there was another video where I got auto-balanced. It kind of sucks when you're the one who gets auto-balanced, but it's kind of a crucial part of TF2 servers, because people do love to rage quit whenever things aren't going their way. It's funny how usually the team that is losing loses more players than the team that's winning. I don't know if coincidence, but I'm pretty sure it's not. So yeah, I'm just again cruising around the second and third point. There's no really point for me to push up too much onto the point, seeing as usually the enemy will probably be able to run me off it, seeing as I have really no support right now. Just doing a super fan jump right there, as the enemy does like to go up this cliff when they're traveling to the middle point. So this is actually a cliff you have to watch out for on Coldfront. I know a lot of demos like to spam in that area, which is actually a good area for that, but it's always good to kind of watch out there, as engineers do like to build sentry guns there too. Really just nothing much happening. I don't think I've seen anyone on my team for the last like 30 seconds. Finally I do there with a huntsman sniper. But yeah, I don't really know where my team is. I do have one person on the point. I think that is a pyro, as I can see in the top right. That's actually one of the things that you do have to look out for, and when you're any class, is actually look out in the top right corner, see what's happening, see if your team is winning, or see just see when you can push up and help your team. And another good thing is to look at the scoreboard a lot. I know a lot of people are sometimes really self-conscious about their points when they look at the scoreboard, but a good thing with the scoreboard is to actually look to see how many people on the other team are dead, how many people on your team are alive, and it's just really helpful in some situations. Anyways, there I'm killing a medic. Kind of got to watch out for him because he did have the Blutsauger, but I was finally able to take him down. I'm just gonna bonk there to make sure that I can get that health pack without any worries, in case there is a sniper around that corner or something. But we have actually captured the third point already, and just again kind of roaming around this point, trying to stop whatever captures I can and just help my team out. I do hear a sentry gun up there, so it's kind of hard for me to push up at this moment. I could bonk past it right now, but I'm just gonna basically hide for now and take cover. That was a terrible Sandman shot, if I do say so myself. There's a few times where it's just tough to hit people with the Sandman, but there we go, finally do bonk past it, and I'm probably going to do my best to take out the engineer behind it now. And that's kind of one of the cool things you can do as a scout now because of the bonk, is you can get past sentry nests, something you couldn't previously do before the update. One nice thing about the bonk is they actually did buff it a little while ago. I remember when the bonk first came out, every time after you were invulnerable, you were actually like slowed down quite a bit. So like after your bonk ran out, you were basically the speed of a heavy for a good 5 or 6 seconds, and that was actually pretty terrible. And that made the bonk a very useless weapon. There I did get pyroed from behind. You can have a bad play by me. But Bonk was actually a little semi-useless, actually, in my opinion, a couple months ago. But since they have buffed it and reduced that speed, actually, I guess they negated that speed loss. It's actually a really fun weapon, and I actually should be using the Bonk a lot more than I use the pistol, because I don't really use the pistol often as it is. So a lot of the times, just with my scout, I will run the Bonk, and you can really choose whichever one. It doesn't really matter. But I know a lot of people, again, like to run the Bonk on more attack-defend maps or payload maps, especially on offense, I mean, so you can run past those defensive sentries. But anyway, enough blabbering on about the Bonk, and back to action here. Again, it's kind of actually stagnant here a little bit. We still have the third point, but I'm able to cruise around doing some super fan jumps, trying to sneak around the enemy. That Huntsman sniper did kill me before, I think, but so I'm going to stay clear of him, but I do get a domination assist. That's always, I don't know if it's good or bad, that assists count towards dominations. Of course, to get a domination, you need 4 kills in a row, but you can actually get 4 assists in a row, or whatever combination. You just need 4 straight kills or assists on a guy, so it's kind of neat, I guess, when you get an assist domination, but not as rewarding. But yeah, I'm just going to bonk around the side and get in position to flank my enemy, but it looks like my team is already pushed up quite well here, so pretty good situation here. Actually, I do have a lot of power classes backing me up, which is always nice when you're playing scout on any map. I do have a lot of soldiers here, nice heavy, and I don't think we have any medic, but as a scout, that's usually not too bad for you. I'm actually going to try to bonk and get onto the last point, but I see a heavy is there, and again, with the great thing about the bonk is if things aren't looking good to push up, you can always back away. So I'm just going to get a few shots on the heavy, just try to be as annoying as I can. One thing, of course, I do have to watch out for, because I am equipping the Sandman, is that my health is now 110. If you didn't know, of course, the Sandman does decrease your health by 15. So I do have to watch out for that. There's no real point in running straight into a heavy. I do get shot by one pipe bomb, and you can see how close I was from dying there just from one pipe. I think actually pipe bombs do have the opportunity to one-shot you if you are close enough, if you are equipping the Sandman. I guess if I am wrong, I'm sorry, but I think you can get one shot by that too, so that's kind of one of the crappy things about running the Sandman, even though it is a lot of fun. So yeah, again, just kind of trying to take this last point, but I don't really see an opportunity to get there. I could bonk again past them and see what's happening, but I guess I'm going to hold back for now. But yeah, just bonking through, again, scouting out the situation. That's probably the one use I have for the bonk the most, or the one thing I use the bonk for most is for just scouting. And as you can kind of see there, I am having frame rate issues, and I'm actually going to speed it up here. I do eventually die, but I'm really sorry for that. It wasn't anything too spectacular, but anyways, I did have some frame rate issues, but we are back. One death down and on our way again, kind of in the similar position as I was before anyway. I've got my bonk down this quarter, so almost the exact same position as I was before. And I'm actually going to bonk and go behind the point, and I do see an opportunity to back cap. I have to watch out for that sentry, but there we go. It looks like a successful back cap for me. And now I'm top fragging like a boss. I think there was a couple videos in a row where there wasn't, so it's nice to be back on. Excuse me, on top, my voice cracked. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future, and thanks for watching.